This weekend, Sean McVay will become the youngest head coach to ever coach in a Super Bowl, as the Rams take on Bill Belichick and the Patriots. In 15 years, Sean McVay has gone from playing as a high school quarterback at Marist to head coaching an NFL team. In his career at Marist, Sean McVay rushed for over 2,600 yards and passed for around 2,500. He threw for 18 touchdowns and ran for 40. He was probably the best rushing quarterback Marist has ever had. He started as a defensive back and quarterback for multiple years and became the first player in Marist history to rush and pass for over 1,000 yards in consecutive seasons. He was named the GHSA 4A Offensive Player of the Year over Calvin Johnson, but his greatest accomplishment was bringing home the 2003 state championship. Marist's run through the 2003 playoffs started with 2 blowout wins over Lakeview, Fort Oglethorpe, and Westlake. However, Marist ran into its biggest test of the season in the quarterfinals against undefeated Shaw. The game came down to the final seconds where Marist trailed by 5 with the ball on the Shaw 5-yard line. Coach Chablicki called timeout, and the coaches, along with McVay, decided to run wham naked, a naked bootleg play. Both teams crowded the line of scrimmage as McVay snapped the ball. Everyone for Marist ran right. McVay gave a fake handoff to his running back, then rolled out to the left and strolled into the end zone untouched. Marist defeated Shaw 18-17 and then went on to beat Thomas County and Statesboro to win the second ever football state championship in Marist history and to go 14-1 on the season. We had the opportunity to sit down with the head football coach here at Marist, Alan Chablik, to discuss his best memories of McVay.
Well, he came in as a young 7th grader, but did not play football his first year at Marist. And I can remember him playing as a little bit of a running back, defensive back as a 8th grader. And I also remember having him in my camps, my summer football camps. And I can remember him getting his nose broken one day at camp and then left, of course, but came back the next day. So that certainly made a big impression on me, that he would come back to a camp like that and finish out the week after having broken his nose early in the week. So it was me, I'd have been out of there, not come back. But he was just one of those kids that just continued to grow on you every single year, and the more you're around him, the more you're impressed by him and what his skills and his personality and how competitive he was. Sean was an undeniable leader of that particular group, both his junior year and his senior year, and even as a sophomore when he was playing in the secondary a good bit, was a leader back there and getting people lined up and making calls and understanding the offense, what they were trying to do, their formation set, their personnel sets, and knowing what play was coming. And he was communicating that to people in our secondary when he was a sophomore. And then, of course, as a junior and senior, he was an unquestioned leader as well. I mean, just his presence, his knowledge, his preparation, his competitiveness, and his big play capabilities was extraordinary. And it became, just had the complete package of everything as a quarterback that you really look for. Off the field, he was just a normal guy. I mean, he wouldn't know he was a superstar, or even today, you wouldn't recognize that or see that in him. He's just a normal person, friendly, outgoing, very engaging. But when he got on the field, he became a completely different person. His competitive nature took over, and he was a bulldog on the field. He's got that it factor, and certainly you're seeing that with where he is today and how young he is, and taking his team the second year of the franchise to the Super Bowl. I'm going to be getting advice from him. He's not going to be getting advice from me. He's a superstar on the rise, and he's doing great things. he knows what he wants to do, and he knows how to do it, and he's doing a great job, and we're extremely proud of him and excited and hope the Rams can pull off a big win.